Hello friends and welcome to my channel. Today I'm planning out the week of April 24th through the 30th. I'm using this Planner Pixie Co. Carolot kit. This is custom exclusive art to Randy's shop, so make sure you check it out. And I did get the foil bundle there as well, so it's a double whammy for Planner Pixie Co. this week. But this kit was super cute and it was her Cyber Monday kit. However, it is still available in the shop. I'm not sure about the foil bundle though, but I'm 100% sure as of May the 4th, the day I'm filming this voiceover, that the kit is at least in her shop. And here is the gorgeous foil bundle. I got it in her silver Pixie. This is her Pixie pack. She doesn't call them like a bundle, but it is meant to go with this kit. And it's adorable, so I had to get it. I feel like Care Bears just remind me of my childhood. I have this very specific pair of Converse that I've owned for an embarrassingly long time that are green, and they have a Care Bear shoelaces on them. And one of the Care Bears on it is the green one with the clover on its stomach, which used to be my favorite. But of course, I'm completely blanking of his name. I'm not really sure now. And I also like Share Bear, which is the one, I think, with the rainbow on its stomach, the pink one, the tall box. I like that one a lot. I just think they're all so cute. Care Bears are adorable, and I just love them. Also, I wanted to say another big thing that happened this week is that I hit 1,000 subscribers here on my YouTube channel. I cannot believe I have 1,000 friends here. You still have no idea how I can't get over finally hitting that number. My mom and I had just finished eating dinner, and I checked my phone and saw and literally lost my mind. And I did cry, happy tears. I just feel like I've worked so hard for so many years consistently at this goal. And I was very excited for it to finally happen. So thank you all so much. And if you haven't, you like this video, I hope you'll think about hitting that subscribe button and becoming one of my friends here on my channel. I would really appreciate it. Some other housekeeping business before we get into the plan with me further. If you have any question, like where any stickers are from, feel free to leave a comment down below along with your favorite Care Bear, because I want to know what your favorite Care Bear is now that I've told you mine. And let's get into more of what happened this week. A big theme of this week, just like a big theme of last week, is construction. My house is a construction zone. This week we had the insulation put in, and that day was a hot mess express because they had failed to tell me, which this is just great. They had failed to tell me that myself or my pets wouldn't be allowed to be in the house for like 6 hours that day. And they showed up an hour early, woke me up, and then they're like looking at me like, why are you here? Why are your pets here? You gotta go. And I'm like, excuse me, what? So that was a fun morning. Lucy ended up just hanging out in the backyard, and then I put Olivia in her crate, and Lucy and I all just chilled in my backyard, and I listened to a book, which technically I marked finishing a book and starting a new book on Sunday, but I forgot to mark it earlier in the week, but it did happen this week, so I just put it on Sunday. But my Goodreads is up to date with the correct dates, but I already had Monday through Saturday laid down when I realized I forgot, and I wasn't going to go use a bunch of undo and try to make everything work. I was honestly just too lazy, and I figured since Sunday had room, I would just mark it then. But yeah, we just chilled out there, and I did video stuff, and then that was that. They also picked up trash one day, and then we started drywall, and basically drywall happened the rest of the week. It just felt like it was a never-ending process, and that the drywalling was never going to be done. So my house was covered in this drywall dust. Everything seems filthy, and it's just my space hasn't felt like my space, because which this is all going to sound very complainy, and I know it's a first world problem, and I don't mean it to sound this way, but it's just been stressing me out, and I'm a super introverted person that usually has a lot of alone time. So, with that being said, I've had a lot of construction people at my house and my parents, which my mom came, and I love my mom and I love spending time with my mom, but just it was always either at work, there was tons of people in stimulation, home had tons of stimulation, and it just really has worn me out. It's just been a lot for little introverted me, but I feel like it's also good to push me out of my introverted boundaries and force myself to do that kind of stuff that gives me, like, kind of stresses me out and pushes me out of my comfort zone, even though it shouldn't. So yeah, but it was just a lot to always have people around and have no time to myself, really, although I did plan when mom was over. Let's see what else happened this week. Oh, Lucy got out. My dad had been over doing some work, and he forgot to fully lock and close the gate, and the wind was bad, and Lucy and I were all sitting outside, and mom and I were talking, and all of a sudden I hear this creak, and I turn around and the gate's open, and it's instant panic. Lucy is like my baby. She's my best friend. She is my everything. So it was an instant, like, panic, like I said. So I immediately bolt through my house to get to the front door to the other side of my house, because mom initially went to go towards the gate. So I figured we would both go different directions just in case. And I opened my front door, and Lucy was just standing on the front lawn and looked up at me all cute with her one paw lifted. And I just said, "Lucy, come." And she just came straight to me, straight in the house. Thank goodness. Lucy has a lot of training. However, she is a super scaredy cat, skittish dog. So you just never know with those kind of dogs what they're gonna do. So I'm just so thankful that she was there, that she came when she was called. I was so shaken after that. It was just a lot. But yeah, I'm so thankful that she's okay, and she's a little angel baby sleeping on the couch right now, and she's nestled the blanket to be her little pillow, and it's super cute. And oh my god, I can't even imagine what I would have done had that not ended well, but thankfully it did. But it still is like haunting me. And then mom and I watched 2 movies this week. I watched the Care Bears movie on my own, and I love that movie, obviously. But mom and I watched I Wanted to Dance with Somebody, and it was just like, okay. It's from the people that did Bohemian Rhapsody, and it was so much better. Like, that movie was so much better than the Whitney Houston one. It was so disappointing. I mean, obviously, we all know how it ends, but there was no drama, no excitement. And then we watched 80 for Brady, and the more I think about it, the less I like it, and it was nowhere near as funny as I wanted it to be. So, yeah, that's my movie reviews for the week. Now let's get into the day by day, starting with Monday the 24th. The first thing that went up was my fitness plan with me, so I will obviously link that in the eye in the top right hand corner up above. Then I marked the installation being done, and then being irritated that I couldn't be inside. This day my dad did bring me flowers, and then when everything was all said and done, I finally got to do my workout, which this week I started 4 weeks for everybody again. I just really felt like doing that program, and lifting heavy and in an eccentric motion just feels really good on my body. So this day was a pull day, aka back and biceps. Then I did some planning. I think I finished the previous week this day, And I watched the Care Bears movie, which I just used some deco from the kit to mark that. Then moving into Tuesday the 25th, the first thing was it was leg day, which is my least favorite day of the week. Legs are something I really need to train more, but they are my least favorite muscle group to train, so the struggle is real. Then the construction guys came and picked up a bunch of trash and excess wood and materials that they didn't need anymore. I did my makeup this day before work, and then to mark work this week, I used these cat stickers that look like Care Bears from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I will link it on the Instagram post to this video, or if you really want to know, let me know, and I will leave it in a comment. Anyways, then my dad updated the bricks around the front of the house, and then this day was a big drop for a color I am obsessed with at Lululemon, and I got the belt bag in this lip gloss color, and I couldn't think of a better sticker to use than the belt bag sticker from Plan With Me Stickers, which I do PR for Plan With Me Stickers, so you can use my code Rosey15 to save. Then moving into Wednesday, I marked that I slept like shit. Then I did my makeup and went to work. While I was at work, my dad came over to my house because the drywall started and he mowed my lawn. So I just put a little lawnmower sticker in to mark that. And then I did some planning. Needed a cleansing breath. Moving into Thursday the 27th, the first thing I marked was my Freaky Friday Plan With Me going up. And if you all know, if you saw that week was a Hot Mess Express, and I will link it in the eye up above. Then this day was my push workout, so chest, shoulders, and triceps. Love me a good push day. And Jerry Springer passed away this day, which there was a weird point in my childhood where for whatever reason we only got one channel and Jerry Springer was always on it. So I have weird memories of him, like fond memories though as a kid, and I just felt like marking it. It was not that eventful of a day. Then there was more drywall happening this day, and my mom came over and she and I watched Nashville. Now moving into an eventful day, Friday was payday and I did my makeup and then I went to work. And then this day I needed a bunch of extenders. I end up making 2 of these, and you can't put 2 in one box. I don't know why I was thinking you could. I mean, technically they both fit, but it's tight and I want a gap. They fit with there being no gap because they're both half boxes, Rosey. Hello, like, duh. So I ended up doing another hack that I do quite often, inspired by this one, to make it fit with smaller box options. And then I just used this foiled box on top because it was a super special day. It was the day I hit 1,000 subscribers, so I wanted to mark that in an extra special way. And what better way to do that than with a sparkly hollow foiled box? Yes, please. So anyways, this day I did my cardio workout, which besides legs is probably my next least favorite day. Although it wasn't that bad, truth be told. I need to quit being such a baby. I really can push myself harder than I think I can. It's just one of those things. It's a mental game right now, and I'm just really frustrated with myself because I can't stop eating like crap. But it's a whole issue that I don't like cooking for myself. It reminds me that I'm alone and I don't have anybody romantically, and I usually have a breakdown if I cook. So I don't like cooking, so I either just don't eat, and then my eating habits are bad, okay? They're just terrible, and I don't eat until like later because I put it off because it's terrible. And it's something I'm trying really hard to work on. So I got some of my favorite easy breakfast to try to fix that. Anywho, off on that tangent. Then we did more drywall this day. Again, it lasted forever. And then I did some shopping for my mom this day. It's both her birthday and Mother's Day coming up in May. I used that little Fox and Pip girl to mark 1,000 subscribers. I just love to mark her for like YouTube milestones, and the rainbow worked perfectly. Then I went tanning and I used this little paw print from RoseyPlans to mark Lucy getting out. Again, still terrifying. And now every time I go out there, I like check the gate first. I've become super paranoid about it. Although I know I locked it and Dad hasn't been here, so I'm sure, especially after he gets here, I will always check it now. Moving into Saturday, Mom and I watched some Nashville, and then we went and planted the front flower bed at my house. And then I did my makeup and went to work this night. And then I came home and Mom and I played some games on her iPad, which is always one of my favorite things to do with my mom. Then moving into Sunday, I slept in and it was glorious. It was everything I needed and more. And then per usual, it was Sheet Sunday. So I just used an old glam planner bed that my friend from RoseyPlans sent me, and a script from the Pixie pack. And then I just used this unicorn to mark that the NASCAR race was delayed. Mom and I watched more Nashville, and then here's where I snuck in the book that I finished, which was Glow by Raven Kennedy, I think. And then I started rereading Scythe by Neil Shusterman. And then I did this thing I haven't done in a very long time to mark a movie night that I had with my mom. This was the night that she and I watched that Whitney Houston movie, which that's on Netflix. And then we also watched 80 for Brady, which is on Paramount Plus, I think. Or was it Peacock? I don't know. I'm subscribed to an embarrassing amount of streaming services. So, yeah, I guess because I have nothing to do when I'm not at work and I'm all by myself. So, LOL, sarcasm to cover the pain. This script I got off of Defont, and I will link it in my description box for easy access for y'all. It's not sponsored. I don't get anything. I'm just terrible at remembering the names of them, and they're free for you to use, so definitely take advantage if you can make your own scripts. If you want to know how you can make your own scripts, I will link a video in the eye up above for you. I have 2 of them, actually. This font is like the Care Bears font, so it's too perfect for this spread, and I love the little heart over the eye that it has. And it was a fairly easy font to use, and it just pulled everything together. Ideally, I would have foiled it in Sparkly Hollow, but I don't do that often, and I didn't want to wait for the scripts, truth be told, to get them from someone else. So I just went with black, and I do think it still looks pretty, but honestly, Sparkly Hollow would have looked dang good. But anyways, this is going to wrap up this week's Plan With Me. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, like this video. It really helps me out, and I do appreciate it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. If you are struggling, remember you are not alone. My DMs are always open for you on Instagram. It is RoseyPlans, like it is here. I hope you all have a good day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever, whenever in the world you are when you are watching this. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye, friends.